Hello and welcome, Sudoku friends, to the New York Times Hard Sudoku puzzle. Today is October 16, 2023. This puzzle was online from the New York Times very early in the morning. I was up at, I think, 4:30 again today. And around 5, the puzzle was available, but I couldn't begin solving it because I had to go to the market to buy meat. If I'm not there by 6 or 6:15, all the best pieces are gone. So I hopped on my motorcycle, went down, bought 2 kilos of meat. So I have stocked my freezer. And then I went to the vegetable market to stock up on the green stuff, the healthy stuff. And now I am back here looking at this puzzle. And what am I looking at? I am looking at a 3 that must go here because we have 2 3s blocking across here and this 3 blocking up. Here is a 3. Now we have a 3 here or here. And we have a 3 here or here. Why, do you ask? Well, this 3 blocks across, this 3 blocks down. One of these is a 3 blocking down. So we can't have a 3 here. We can't have a 3 here, here or here either. So 3 must go here or here. Since we also have 3 here or here, it follows that one of these 2 squares must be a 3. Which one is it going to be? We don't know. We know, however, that this is 7 blocks over, this blocks down. Here is a 7. And now we have 3 batches of 4 and 7. We got 4, 7 here, 4, 7 here, and 4, 7 here. And from that follows that these 2 squares must be a 4 and a 7. I think that is correct. So if they are 4 and 7, what can we do with these 4 empty squares in the bottom row? There must be a 3, 9, 6, and a 2. 6, 9, 3, 2, 6, and not 3. This is a 2, 9. This here, well, 2, 6, and 9. So I think I'll have to look at something else. Here's an interesting observation. Let me just make sure that I'm... Yes, here's a 6, 9. So these can't be 6, 9. There's a 6, 9 here. So these can't be 6 and 9s. 6 and 9 must go here. And that gives me a cool 3 here. Because let's just focus on the 3s for the moment. This 3 blocks down. This 3 blocks over. This cannot be a 3 because it must be a 6 or a 9. So these 2 can't be 3s because of this 3. We know that one of these had to be a 3. And therefore these can't be 3s either. So a 3 must go here. And a 3 will have to go in one of these 2 positions here. 9 blocks over. One of these is a 9 blocking down. So we got a 9 either here or here now. We also have a 1 here or here. So this can't be a 1. This 1 blocks up. So no, we could have a 1 here, here, or here. Someone is banging on metal here downstairs in the street. A large part of the noise in Vietnam stems from the fact that nothing here is prefabricated. Everything is being fabricated on the spot where it's being used, either in the street outside the building or for open doors and windows inside the building, and usually using hammers and grinders. And they go all day, and sometimes for big, large construction sites, they go 24/7. One reason I sold my condo a few years ago was a large construction site came into production and they were preparing the grounds and stamping concrete into the ground for 2 years, day and night. I just sold my apartment. I couldn't stand it anymore. So now I just rent places, it's much easier for me to move around now without having to give up anything. Well, back to the puzzle. So now that I'm focused again, I see the 7s blocking over and up. So a 7 must go here. Now it's clear that a 7 belongs in one of these two squares. A 4 and a 5 and a 4 and a 5. 4 and 5 must go in two of these three squares. Now we know that this can't be a 1, so a 1 must go here or here. We also have 1s not here, therefore a 1 must go here or here. And now I'm also seeing that these two 6s block these two squares, so a 6 goes here. And we have a 9 here, therefore, because of this 9, right? So here's a 9 and here is a 2. Now we have a 9 here or here. So a 9 for row 2, that's still outstanding. We have a 2 here or here. And we have a 6 blocking across here and up here. So here's a 6. Now here is a 6. Because these 6s block these 5 squares, and this 6 also blocks this square here. And that gives me here a 3 and a 6, because we know that 3 blocks down, one of these is a 3 blocking down, so yes, a 3 here or here. We have these two 6s blocking these 3 squares. So that means that these must be a 1 and a 2. Can we do something with that? Yes, we can, because these 2's block up like so. So a 2 goes here or here, and here or here. And that leaves only the corner square here for the 2 for the top row. So that goes here. Now we need a 1, 9, and a 7 here. 1, 9, 7. I think that may have to lay. Let me look at the ones again. The 1 now blocks up. One of these is the 1 blocking over. We know that this is a 1, 2, so this can't be a 1. Now it must be a 2, and this must be a 1. And now we have this 2 blocking across, this 2 blocking across, and this 2 blocking up. So here's a 2. And what can we do with this? 4, 7, 8, 5, and 9 here. We'll have to do a little more thinking, I think. And one thing that comes to mind is this 1 that goes here, of course, because we have 1 blocking up and blocking up. So now 5, 8, 9 here. And across here, 4, 9, 8, and a 5. The 9, of course, blocks up. So here's a 9. This is now a 4, 5, 7. 4, 5, 7. And that makes these 3, 3, 8, and a 2. So at least this must be a 9, because the 9 blocks here and the 9 blocks here. So here's a 9. And these now must be a 2 and an 8. 4, 7, 2, 3, 8. In the top row now, we need to find 1, 9, and 7. We do have a 9 and a 1 here. So here's 7, and here's a 1 and a 9. The 9 blocks up, so here's a 1, and here is a 9. Now 1 blocks down and over, 1 here, but we kind of knew that. 4 and 5 here. 4, 5, 7 here. 7 blocks, of course, here, and 7 blocks here. So here's a 7, and here a 4 and an 8. 4, 5. In block number 8, we can find a 7 because of these two 7s blocking down. So here's a 7. We know that these are 4 and 7. Now the 7 forces a 4 to go here and a 7 here. Now we have a 1 and a 4 blocking here and here. So here we have a 1 and a 4. Therefore, here we have a 5 and a 6. The 5 blocks down, so the 6 goes here and the 5 must go here. Now we know that this was a 6 or a 9. The 6 takes away the thunder from this square. Now it is a 9 and the 6 goes here. And that in turn gives us a 6 for this square. We do know that a 9 goes here now because of the 9 going over. Here's a 9. And here now a 2, 5, 8, and therefore a 3, 1, and a 4 here. The 1 blocks down, the 1 blocks up. Here's a 1, 3, and 4 here in these two squares. We know that one of these is a 4, of course. We also know that one of these is a 3 because we have a 3 and a 4 blocking across. So 3 and 4 here, and therefore an 8 and a 5 here. In addition to the 5 and the 8, for these 3 squares, we also need to find a 1. And that leaves only one unknown, which is now not unknown anymore, must be a 2. Now we have this 2 blocking down and this 2 blocking down, so here's a 2. That gives me a 2 here and therefore here. Now 5 and 8 for these two squares. Still a 3 and a 6 here. The 6 blocks over, giving me a 3 here and a 6 here. This must be an 8. Now we have 8 and 3 here, because we have 8 and 3 blocking here, right? So 8 and 3 here, giving me a 4 here. We know that these are 4s and 3s. Now the 4 goes here and the 3 here. We know that one of these is an 8, therefore this can't be an 8, therefore it must be a 3, and this must be an 8. Here we can only have a 5. The 4 blocks up, here's a 4, giving me a 4 here and a 1 here. That gives me a 1 here. This must be an 8. Here we're looking for, again, an 8 and a 5. The 8 blocks down, here's a 5, here's the 8. So what's left down here? A 3 and an 8, it seems. The 3 blocks down, here's an 8 and here's a 3. And here's still a 5 and an 8. Oh, I almost forgot the 4 over here, forces a 4 to go here and the 5 here. Now we have a 5 here and therefore an 8 goes here and here. This can only be a 9. And that's it for today's puzzle. I hope you enjoyed it and that you'll come back for more soon. Thank you so much for watching and bye for now.